Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to today's edition of YouTube Live, TikTok Live. I'll allow a few people to join in and then we can start the program. Let me play some music. So, anyway, today, unfortunately, if you're not one of my Gambian brothers and sisters, or you cannot speak any of our Gambian languages, the stream might not appeal to you. But if you want to tune in and listen, even if you can't speak Jola, can't speak Mandinka, can't speak Wolof, you're more than free to stay on this live stream. All right. I'll allow people to join in first, then I'll go live. And then I can start dealing with stuff. Let's enjoy some sort of Gambian music for a bit. Some of this music is actually dedicated to me. You guys can enjoy it in the meantime while I invite people to come and join the stream on YouTube. All right. Share my YouTube channel, subscribe, follow. All right. My YouTube channel, my TikTok, repost, share the stream, invite people in. What I'm going to talk about today is going to be very, very important. Very important. All right. Okay, guys, give us a second. If you're tuning in, I'm just allowing people to join into this live stream. It's on TikTok and YouTube same time. All right. Share the YouTube channel, subscribe to it, like the content. You're more than free to comment on my content, online content. As you all know, I am a Democrat. I allow people to air their opinion. I allow dissent as long as people are civil about it. I don't have any problems with what people say or do. Just be civil. Know that mature people are reading and listening and watching my wall all the time, my pages all the time. All right. I'll start in a minute. Be patient, guys. Be patient. I'll start in a minute. I hope you're enjoying the music. Kone Tambajiro, as I said before, today is going to be purely Gambian languages, right? Because I want this message to reach the intended audience. That's the Gambian public. Because what's happening in Gambia right now It's absolutely insane. So in uh, any second from now, I'm going to be switching to Gambian lingos because I want this message to get through to the people, the average Gambian on the ground. Because what's happening in the Gambia right now is absolutely ridiculous in terms of what the government is doing to the public. All right, what government officials are doing to the Gambian public, it's gone beyond a joke. It's absolutely ridiculous. So, without further ado, without wasting too much time, I believe people will join in along the way. Wherever we are in this conversation, they can join us. So, Assalamu alaikum, Mbadin Gambian Kolu, Assalamu alaikum, Kupalong Jama, Apala, Assalamu alaikum, Sumamboki, all of you, every single person that follows my TikTok live or YouTube live. Manglana Nuyu, Dylan Gerem, Dylan Santa, Manla Lamin Tamba. So before I go further, I'll introduce myself, explain my political allegiances, my ideology, my philosophy, because I like putting things clear. I don't like doing bloodlines. So jandin buja, jandin kasankanak biko pio, bereg anosani mang muituji manj, inje politike mbo mayono meno, political party ya mani support him. The one wonorem, the one jukem, the political mani mango major one them ideology. And you all, most of you know that. Most of you that follow me have been following me for 6 years, 7 years. You know what my political ideology is. I'm a liberal Democrat, social Democrat. In many ways, I think people should work hard for their living, to earn their living. But I also believe that those who cannot work, either because there's massive unemployment like it is in the Gambia right now, people who cannot work should have a safety net. The government should be able to provide most of the basic services to these people. So anyway, I'll go to our languages in a minute, just for the people who are tuning in, who might not be Gambian, who might not have been following me before. So I'm doing this intro in English, then I'll go to Jola Mandinka Wolof to explain what's going on in the government of Adama Barrow, starting with the hybrid court, and I'll talk about the OIC summit. I'll talk about the scandal engulfing the OIC summit right now, and I'll talk about a few other issues relating to the drugs epidemic in the Gambia. And when I say drugs epidemic, it's not the people who are actually using drugs in the Gambia. It's the people who are supposed to enforce the illegal drug activity in the Gambia, and the people who are supposed to prosecute, adjudicate drugs offenses in the Gambia, who turned out to be the actual fraudsters by many indications. They actually turned out to be the drug pushers. So anyway, if you're tuning in for the first time, you've never listened to Lamin Tamba before, I am Gambian born and bred. I support the Alliance for Patriotic Reorientation and Construction. We call it APRC for short, Alliance for Patriotic Reorientation and Construction. It's a social democratic party, more like liberal democratic party. We believe in self-sufficiency. We believe in working hard to earn a living. We believe in patriotism. We're big Pan-Africans. The founder of the APRC, who is also the former president of the Republic of the Gambia, His Excellency Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yaya AGG Jame, who's now the ex-president of the Gambia. He believed in Africa as one unit. He's the biggest and possibly the most successful Pan-African in recent memory. People don't celebrate him the way they should. But if you know what he did to bring peace to West Africa, and when President Jammeh took power in 1994, West Africa had several civil wars, several everywhere, dotted everywhere in West Africa. When President Jammeh came, by the time he left office, we only had one civil war to worry about. All right, and that civil war, unfortunately, was next door, which is Casamance, the southern part of Senegal. But even that civil war was subdued when President Jammeh was there, thanks to his negotiation skills. But now I'll go back to Gambia, and I'll go straight into our local language. So, Mbadingol, being Nakacha Mbena Menkela, abe sunnat concentration of Bekela. Okay, so Assalamu alaikum. Bilam Arabalungoti on the 8th of May 2024. Mbal be kontanda mbal tentula mbal jaila. Alnal badi male lamentama be TikTok live and in YouTube live. Na channel o ala noma. Alsa subscribe. Alsa like. Alsa janjang mol fe puri nyum kumo moy. Yo bi nkana men diama wolem. Gambia government, Gambia Mansakunda, Adama Barola Mansakunda. Ibe menna Gambia amanyinya amambetia and ibe menka kan Gambia dingola imanyanna kela corruption o membe Gambia tinyaro ni tilimbal membe Gambia asembo warata bakel. Yeah. So mbalbi danela ka fali ko tonya na politiko kono difference bi jela mfatatale dolka UDP la support, dolka doyle support, dolka APRC support, dolka GDC support, dolka party kotengol support. Yo mbal danila nga kekelenti opposition obe nga kekelenti nga Gambia la nyato jube membe Gambia sambano la nyato mbe Gambia doku la nyameng nga o jube menketan koma menketa komanto nga bebula koma nga Gambia la nyato jube because ni wonte kube ke kan Gambia sign yalla meta ka fa ni nga diamo ke wala ni nga safero ke aka mol jusol jane e mo jama bi je ya lonne ko memen diamo kan to nyalem yamoyle ya lonne to nya nka o dronne diamo to nya nka o dronne safe bare because it all sulata menna wala any moment wuluta wasulata menna wala be doko la damen memem fokan amanyi nya wolfe ika jump nang ika nan na safe roto na Facebook to lem TikTok olem YouTube lem ika naji afoko abe fani alela is lying bare nien na saferoje anin na diamo nya ni lundantang diala lokundantang kari dantang ngam fengo fen safe nga fengo fen fo Gambia politiko to ikaje la ka funtin nanne mobile kaje yeah abuka ke faniati aka funtin nanne mobile kaje ka lonko yes tonya nyinku hapuntale abe ke kanne Gambia and safe nyama nga keta wala nyama hanna keta be different la le demanding ibalon na ko nga men safe amutonyalite kabiru nga politiko dati Gambia for B 2017 for B hani mo Clinton na la ka fensa ba content nga fani afo dame nga fengo men fo men na low out of 50 something 60 something 70,000 something post and in comment all men keta Facebook auto and in Facebook live all nga menke yo mo nekata Gambia iko summit o kanake Gambia ika fo me ko Organization of Islamic Cooperation yo Islam bankol be dunia kono it all member states all melbe o Islam bankol kono OIC cooperation o kono banku talulu anim banku warawula is 57 isn't it warawula is 57 member states will be OIC Organization of Islamic Cooperation yeah talulu nim warawula 57 member states OIC kono yo one member sol kono 57 member states ning OIC keta summito keta duladla ni wol jita nan duladla amaka ngo mobile kaje mobile kamoy eme muslim wolati e manke muslim moti e be muslim bankole kan e mantera muslim banko kan ning OIC summito kanasi e ka moyla amaka ngo ka wara bake because muslim bankol etol ni la mansol king zol ni la amia sol ni la crown prince sol yon tolla bankol ni na president ol ni na prime minister sol ni fotata dulad la makan ko wara ila kibiro ka wara e ka lafi ko fango kala bake OIC summit oto aka boko mobe kanale ke fangi tande ke la banko la ko diamo ka islamo la ko diamo ko liya ko ning diamembe islamo to ka bele diamo aning islam bankol ibe la banko sambano la nyato nyamen me keno la kilinti nyame mbe bankol tankala nyame bankol ye yuru nyame ika bele diamo OIC summit olto yo ani OIC summit menketa wo bankol la mansol ila president ol ila prime minister sol ila crown prince sol i bele kata wo OIC summit olto ni memanta ka ke kilin noti ase doya nyawnya wo taw lulu ning warawla at least 30 heads of states, kings, emirs will attend, crown princes ba attend la se to nyawnya. And the OIC summit jama tambita nung at katambi wotile 40 something 50 something ne kanaka attend. Fa tuta Gambia le OIC summit o menketa ni lokun tambela. Ni OIC summit o mansa tang lulu ning warola 57 wala nyantanala nung Gambia. Ibeye bankana Gambia summit oto fa tuta mansa woro drong. Warola njango e kamendi amo manke Africa mansate amanke banku ba mansate Northern Cyprus be dispute la to banko hanibi ama some fansoto bake anyanta fansoto la nyamen because Turkey nin Cyprus and in Greece ibe nyo sabakango bankoto ya moyle yo so woto puru kacha kama ngafoko talul ni warola mansa warola drone nata Gambia imira de OIC Organization of Islamic Conference nala sembo be talulu ni warola mansa warola drone nata Gambia waye mune yitandi walam wa mansa dol membota banku kote ngol to woliye Gambia boycott le malafika na Gambia wala keta nang OIC summit oti ya menke Gambia banko kan ya boycott le man na because mune keta ni kana OIC summit okay because OIC ilafta ila bankol muslime bankol ye yurwa ye nyato ta soto tanko e soto na ke kelenti ika jubele jumale kana summit okay andun Gambia la nyanta summit tanni lulo kela non kabirung OIC lota 1969 Gambia nyanta summit tanni lulo host la non ni loko ngomen tambita ika jubele ebe banko mako la nyamem banko nying membe na OIC summit onye melbe na muslime banko jiala Gambia la tamu lokun tambela ni lokun weekend o men tambita ten le Gambia OIC summit muslime banko jia Gambia ka woto ning OIC summit o nata si muslime banko la nyaton ko bele ka jinam banko kan bare jandi o be sila e ka kodole dila haponyen ye mendi Gambia la diamoto Gambia ko ye 300 million US dollars mafo Liberian dollars de mafo Zimbabwean dollars mafo ko Nigerian dollars wala Jamaican dollars wala sun ye America la dollar for 300 million keme saba mol ko Gambia yo le nyinen ka bo dol ko o keme saba ko no million keme saba ye keme fula million keme fula nin keme million keme fula nin taworo le di Gambia la pour ko OIC summit o nyin ka host yo ko do nyin ka di la pour mu ne kama pour nin hotel ba tebulu lontangol nyanta jiyala damen atebulu isa lo andu Gambia o hotel sifa ate Gambia bulu dol bi jela Gambia 5-star hotel also tole bare laftale ka kutamal le lonum Gambia yo niyo lonum ni mansakeo ni la delegateol be men bo wala nang muslime bankol kan yena Gambia ibetala nun ye jiawo hotel oto because hotel o be kala nun very good quality high quality hotel oti abe tambila hotel ol membe Gambia bi yo kodota yati Adama Barola na tambita wala wo kodi do nyin e ka bondile pour banko nyin ila kolya ko comme Gambian tolla silol man sia silol yaaja men doku kabirabe non Gambia o silol dronna be Gambia silol man sia pour luntangol ane mol men be na somitoto ila dungo ani la funto ase sonia kankango kana sia makango kana sia motol kana tinyani bitaka somitoto kataka na wala mi bataka ngala hajola yo Gambia man na o silol doku sila kilingo nyanta men doku la non out of sila muanne nyanta doku la non pour OIC somito ko do men dila 300 million e men nyinen ka wo kodo nyin itata le what do you call loans again oh damn itata e julolta bank dolto ka kafo 300 million dollars auto because of moneketa for 300 million on ya sotole bank fo ma soto bank fo ya sotole bank ya betinya itol drone alon barentol nga menji je wolam 300 million on nyanta men dile la pour OIC summit because OIC Islam Muslim bankol ya kodo dilale pour ye doko ke Gambia si lol dada ye hotelol dada ye jio dada ye kurango dada ye fengo femme yalon ko abe anin summit o betala nyola ase banko sambano nyato ye kodo nyin ananga mo tale ya dila pour ya doku adama baro la mansa kundanin sénégalais kendin dole dunta nyoto jang iko wala bina gambia be Radisson Blue hotel o lola jang $100 million American dollars wala be dunna Radisson Blue hotel o nyinto ka dada yole fonunde ada baro nala mol yole fonun jang iko Radisson Blue be lola $100 million abe kala num 5-star top of the range luxurious hotel in the Gambia mansol baby tala no nge jiaji adam baro le ofaja ana la mansukunda itata iko kata berole loje pour hotelo nyi nyanta commencer la damen kallo yara fanung itol nen Senegal kendingo nyin melia contract ko sane ka faya Abdoulaye Cham ngamira wala toti Abdoulaye Cham yara fa kendingo atenata Gambia musu wutu wutu nyino la Gambia ane musu ndole nyo birawo mafangola dunta nyola e tulungo ke feya ke fo musu ndingo ya ala kuul nakari ay Gambia la kuul be dundi ñokono san kendingo ni musu ndingo beta kan kitiyola mola loi bunda to Gambia sang instead of kataka 5-star hotel o lo molie de Radisson Blue ka lo molie Gambia imantawo lo molie Gambia kendingo nata ay musu ndingo ja kungo beti nyata ane musu ndingo dunta manya sifala amanya manna ibo fulol wati sawo kodo nyi menti nyata woto kendingo e memfo ani musu ndingo nyimbe wala be nyo sabakam wala la loi nyati lingola bare kabirum man sakunda lonko nyina be kere hanna keta musundingo nin kendingo nyin Abdoulaye Chambe nyo sabakan because of munam ay kodo men di musundingo la pour ka hotelolo ako musundingo kodo beta pusu pasara atinya woto man sakunda kodo sotale ko musundingo kodo men tinya amantambe $40 million musundingo men tinya amantambe $200 million ma for dollars de dollars amantambe wala kendingo ya tumi men nako ay kodo di musundingo ya betinya wala musundingo ya ta ay kodo mabo aka fantat amantambi wala de bara ngaje janne adama baro la man sekonda ya mulla $40 million na ma jola la $40 million ay ota kadi amonyol la akafunyol men be media industry kibari bundalto ayata ay mulla kudu ta ka pusu pasar ka tala ana monyol tema aman kudu sota porka hotelo dada bare adama baro la man sekunda fele iko ikana $143 million dundi ka ferio sang $43 million $143 million ka ferio sang $400 million filita janne Gambia Ports Authority instead yetayo $400 million nyini nang pour ka o dundi ka hotelo dada because kendingon ni muso nyin ya bira nyoka ne itata nyamen muma long bare menke kullo kon wala nata funti nang be loi nyatili ngola ka nyo ka kitio tay kabri yalon ko be keren kede ngote hotel o lono la munat na masakunda ma $143 million e be namen dun la ferioto wala $400 million men filita Gambia Ports Authority wala GRA fengo fen collect nung last year munat na ma kodota itole continue hotel o lo gestole na wala $300 million sol OIC men dila foya di ken ngola bang foy ma di ken ngola munat na ma busia bule ka ko okay woto kodo monde nan tol kan hotel lo yo hotel o ma lo amanta janni ya bero lo damen abe lori wala to hanabi nalne ba ko to ngol bitala je ke somona auto ke buoto bare hotel o la je fo saji yelo BBB ngaje iko OIC secretariat melbe nun kanyin OIC summit onyen melba organize kanu iko ila chief executive wala managing director whatever you call it diba ako ha hotel o la koten because hotel o ya bondi OIC project tol konole kodo le $100 million dollars men nyanta tala nun OIC project toto ale ako ha hotel la koten moradi simbulu moteo je la Gambia koten itatale wandi dingol bondi o dolato e be non damen green boy soul yol fay jana fo fangola sister nene Frida Gomez ba fo yate fanam bondi o dolato le bang global home of medical health wolle be no dolato itate wol fanam mutaye bondi e fay iko hotelo le kana loje pour OIC sommet hotelo man lono wo silo men batanan airport Johnson kata fo Bruce B kata nin Senegambia la kata be traffic la kata Sting Corner wo silo woman bang wo fanante banna do mandingo men tuta je ba talantala because OIC summito wo natale fa tata OIC summito feltale man sol man sonkana Gambia e jututa Adama Barola wal yalon junale ko ni summito men bena kela Gambia te succeed la because Gambia e nyanta dada do ko men kela non pour ka Gambia ñi ñande ka Gambia samba ñaato wo do ko ñing amannake silanteng 20 silol hani killing man correct Mohamed Jalao silo kata Gamtel Johnson yo garatele ya bula Lamen Kerwan Babylon ya garate ya bula yona fo Bruford fo yona Madiana Bruford yo garate ya bula sila jama bije 18 silo tanning say ya garate ya bula femmande da o silo to ngine be kering Adama Barola man sekundato hani fenne mande da kurango buka soto nung OIC wato jio mo buka o diam ko ten Gambia ni ñinin ka $300 million atoli atundi mintole e ma long bare ngamo ñinen Adama Barola molla jikote sa melbe do ko la mansa kondado ila jiko mo monati because mol ya lonne ko be suñarole la sai ibuka korda san Gambia ibuke la kodo invest Gambia ni mo because mol ba lonal ko be suñarola ike Gambia kodo nama jola la kodo e ka wala ta ka suña kata Senegal ani banko ko tengol la kata kordal wa sanji ya miracle lumbe sila luwate fotale tolma ibe kordal sanna Senegal taring ibe kordal sanna banko kote ngola taring America lembang Angleterre lembang ibe kordal sanna dulalto taring ibe men sunya kan nama jolal bul ikata IMF ikata African Development Bank ikata Islamic Development Bank ikata China ikata Saudi ikata dulalto ikata mol ika julolta mol toyala ni futata nan Gambia ibuka nafaje ibukaje kodo dunta dame DB bin kadiamal ye nyamen Adama Barrow la man seconda is about 110 billion debt wala ben tolbul external debt before Adama Barrow binala 48 billion debt le benun tolbul Gambia 48 billion after 52 years of President Jammeh and Yahya Jammeh President Jawara and Yahya Jammeh 52 years 48 billion debt ngaw drone soto in the Gambia 48 billion Adama Barrow nata atela 6 years 7 years drone 70 billion 75 billion o kafu wakan anun kunun ngaje e ba safe kan ko itata ka another julo leta IMF blue pour kana ka Gambia makoy 89 million or something like that US dollars e wala ta ko te pour muna kama Adama Barrow la man sekunda be julo tala taring from everywhere ntol dingol wol dingol wala bina nyin julol jola because Adama Barrow ta jola fana jita nga samba commission of inquiry baram bina futala wotale because lafta ka hybrid court la ko diamo wala to Adama Barrow commission of inquiry membe nala Adama Barrow kan nala mol anin TRRC membe nala Adama Barrow nala mol na kumata lungo menna na kuma seta lungo menna makang sifa mol be kuma sifa al moyla ko ali aji local government commissioner abe men yitande kam mol la already in the Gambia yo commissioner membe lola Adama Barrow kan wala be tambela nyinti fuf wala be tambelate ntele nga nyim faali yeah but anyway we go back to OIC yo so arabo li ajelo ko project all mantara tama kan Gambia sila killing the main one woman pare yajelo international conference center ya jameme lo ya ta ya todi Sadawda Kairabala ikako Sadawda Kairaba Jawra International Conference Center nama lonu most of it 80% of it ning ya jame ma lonu jandabe bola Gambia wo fangote banna pour conference o molbi nala le Gambia pour OIC sommito eta murubu ngoto wala eta Kairaba hotel hall auto wala ita Senegambia hall auto wala ita Penchami hall ita dula sotola no ibitala ndama ka conference okay thank God wo international conference center adatitale before President Jammeh we bola Gambia ni wonte wo fanante parela no ibita OIC summit ole postpone la again for the fourth time because 5 years iba postpone la ha mbakela nyina atekela mbakela jari atekela mbakela next year atekela ya postpone for nyina Hani wo, the dual carriageway from the airport via Bruceby, via Senegambia, traffic lights to Sting Corner is still not ready. The flyovers are not built. The intersections are not built. Adequate lighting has not been done. The landscaping and paving of the side of the road to the fences of neighboring properties, womanke, anata kela kote. Because saying you could obela taya tinya. Security officers all nyanta doko kela nung OIC summit auto. Inyanta nung advance payment sotola before summit obesila because they were training before the summit. Ila fare, ila outfit, ila food, ila everything. Inyanta advance payment sotola nung the first jani summit obesila. Iman security officers all Joe ila advance payment la. Iman femfenne dila. Drive all menyanta do motol borindila nung for the delegates during the OIC summit. Woli training kenun janne sunkarwato la Ramadan time. Yela training kenun janne Ramadan time. Inyanta wala advance payment dilela during the training period or ima dila. Wali training ke fwe pareta email a full payment dealer ye $1,500 is la di each of them la. After many days of training to become drivers for OIC delegates imejo. Wo B wo driver la tata gera wala OIC secretariat bijilo. Itata jele ye makam bawulindi je ya yitandi molla ko ila doku e menke kabona ila training Ramadan wato adama baro la masakunda mejo OIC secretariat mejo inata summito fana nata si ye moto borindi delegates oli ani momo kata summito to fo pareta imejo ila advance payment la tomorrow fango koliata galbulu yeah iko each of those drivers inyanta cost fulale sanna driver 2 suits each ibe necktie dealer driver la ibe dendika saba dealer driver la each of them and in samatol them cost fula ikafo make suits fula dondika saba necktie aning ila advance payment janin someto be sila puru they look like diplomatic drivers, diplomatic chauffeurs. Ima okay, ima drive all Joe. Ima fendi like ibe mendomala. Yeah? Imira de muna la dimbaya be hulila somanda Juno. I start training na kabo 8 o'clock for 6 o'clock wularo lungulung. Ima Joe, ima fendi ala. Training banta. Somito nata area wuli kabirum 5 somanda. Kata 7 wularo. Ima advance payment, ima Joe dimbaya babulu. Abe ala fansum paso bondi la kata. Dravol nata ke fansum full susol sang. Formal shoes. Itata ka sang ifangolye. Itata ka kosol sang ifangolye. Ye koskeli na di mola suit. Anin dondi ka t-shirt fula. Anin dondi ka kiling. Iman samato sangalye. Iman second suit dila. So nila suit nyin nata no. Itela ka kui fangoye. Ya murundi. Ya dung. This is what's been going on. Imejo honeybee. B. Dravol tata protest. Itata balambaya yitandi OIC summitola B ka itandi la ko ali nyine kiran ntolla amandi antoliye 300 million o ye menta ale ye additional loan sol menta pour ka project hol labang wokodo ale soldarol police all mel benung security duty trained purposely for the summit anila regular duty manke kelentide naketa regular duty them they'll get paid monthly salaries problem to all. But ying e menke is additional service, yeah, beyond their normal duty. And then in the past, near security people all eka overtime payment kela wala specific agreed rates. Adama baro la mansakunda mang na security forces all men benung airport auto ime dangen ni no imam fendi no la be men domala imam fendi la be men minna ila advance payment ima dila hani being kadiamo ka kanyamen 10. The time now is 17:04 GMT. 4 minutes past 5 p.m. GMT. And today is the 8th of May, Wednesday, 8th of May, 2024. Adama Barola Mansakunda Man Security Forces all Joe. Ila additional duties like menke, additional service to the nation, to keep the nation safe, to keep the delegates safe, and in everything. Ime Jola, ima advance payment dealer, Somito Natala Banta Ajota. And these people, they worked during the AU summit under President Jammeh. Ila outfit, yeah, barely provide full outfit. Ila training, they were well fed, they were well watered, they were well clothed during that period. Yeah, Jole, full pay. at the end of the AU summit under President Jammeh. Adama Barrow Laman Sakunda has been given a lot more money than President Jammeh and Mensota for the AU summit, because the Organization of Islamic Cooperation is much, much richer than the African Union. 10, 20 times richer than the African Union. Ni momo $300 million din tela bi lamintamba bi ntemunun Gambia la president walte bi alse fenji Gambia al nene mammen genun Gambia in terms of development. Niya dinun President Jamela before alse fenji nun Gambia melanko will be nothing you've seen before. EU ko itole kodo mendi Adama Barrow in 2 years of his government. Adama Barrow killing up. EU ko ye kodo mendi Adama Barrow in 2 years of his governance. Wala siata the amount of money mendi ya Jamela in his entire 22 years. But a big Gambia dingol hani thinking tail. Hani mol mele ya lon ko ibuke moy. Ya lon ko ya Jamela mendoku in the Gambia in 22 years. Adama Barrow te umana ko Adama Barrow la tam wo fela na banna 2 years abe bolaje atutanto le bulu Gambia dingol bulu. But oppositional kabirunga carte fayo kejang National Assembly elections 2022 na local government election o kejang 2023 oppositional la popular vote le warata Adama Barrow la NPP vote solti so atutanto le bulu APRC GDC DOI UDP ani party kotongole atutanto le bulu fon la fitale ka Adama Barrow bondi fonta bondi la because nga yitandi mol la le ko député carte fay wato National Assembly local government election wato Mansakunda Ndingol. When we voted, we had the popular vote. We beat the MPP hands down. Namanke nominated MP Solti and an independent MP Sol Adama Barrow e Mel Sang. Tendung opposition obe busa sifa kela nung Adama Barrow la during the National Assembly election. Bli hani lua killing at our pass no la Gambia. Ya moile. Atutantul opposition le fe. Fo mbe continuer la ka foko ya Jammeh mumo jawalati. Ousainou Darboe mumo jawalati. Wo fe mbe Gambia jube la abe dunkan dinko kono minute by minute by minute. Mba jube la mbe sila jang mbe Adama Barrow jube la abe Gambia kuruntu kan dinka bakono dinka noringo kono dinka dibiringo kono mbe siring because of money ya Jammeh mumo jawalati Ousainou Darboe mumo jawalati Mama Kandeh mumo jawalati Halifa Sallah mumo jawalati woto on tolte nala nyokang pour nga Gambia bondi bata mbe men kono ten mbe continue la manya si fala ba brothers and sisters mante wula be e continue broko bano mombo wula tungo na bila mukana dokon don yete to me understand ko Gambia na a Gambia na manguti ja miya musumu to ja hanu rek ja malegen nana le malegen nyanja urego ja meti udu jiker nafa fokle nane hani akila we jat meti wa funyo fola friori amanguti wala wanambo merege amo merege amanguta mari bare amari wanambo merege malegena. You see what I'm saying? Wula none man no be kat jiko yano momu wula bukana ke Gambia nak all of us none man no be kat Ousainou Darboe jakot ya Jammeh jakot Mama Kandeh jakot Halifa Sallah jakot and the manner again 2015 and the manner again 2016 and the manner kan in 2016 and the manner kan in 2017 mu yina mu ujikera Adama Barrow mana a fulo la bede busuno. When are we going to stop? Wala bekala ko mo man ku fulo la bede busuno man kan ni wala si got wala de bukan man buku kula ko e riba gude bo la fokile la banjale ko provide security loptane wafu ledo bebe ledo ka sonten ko lebo school e wafu lebo Gambe wafu lebo tourism yo e keket si wala function manje no ko Gambe nak ana gallery te no mes wala an leta bajso buku kala ko man ko jikero la mon di bulo bolla di ko kila ko la di ko kan mo sumi meti wa wula le to ngona kana do ko mu tike na masakuna mu prenayo ira go to jaw ngara si ber wala kunu kok wala si pimben mutika no futika fe masakunda na electioneering no jiji kerem na faati suke watu be jake de suke fokile diji bil do kon manji pren government no wala kok mo la kala be sirin jang ha ya Jammeh man betia ay human rights ni neke aboko Gambia la drone human rights abuse sol kata fo Adama Barrow man tara human rights abuse sol fo kabirum Ousainou Darboe be man sakunda to wato menna ala government Adama Barrow la government mantar human rights abuse ola. They've all done it. Look, it's practically impossible. Puruman Sakunda C 5G. Yeah? Imamu Nakare. Sometimes it happens, but it's not the president's wish. President Oma order. Sometimes President Okafen Lonjuele. Sometimes Ateleka order, who knows? But how long the Sila Jang ha yaja memu moja olete fonsa try. Meanwhile, yaja mela mol because of that Waltinala ye support. Ha Usenu Dabu moja olete tribal solem a kete janale. Meanwhile, Mele Usenu Dabu support Wolfanante Sonna kana koli sonoto ka Adama Barrow Bondi. When are we going to change our politics? Muntumalem ben tol ben na political falina nga jube. Okay, yes. Tinyaro ketale on the Jawara. Tinyaro ketale on the Jame. Tinyaro ketale kabirung Usenu Dabu Mansakunda. Tinyaro beke kang Adama Barrow fela. I don't mind. Government will always make mistakes because governments are run by human beings. We make mistakes. But we want genuine mistakes or genuine development. There's no genuine development, and they're not making genuine mistakes. They are making deliberate mistakes, also known as corruption, incompetence. It's rampant, it's ceaseless, it's obscene. Atambita la bedaming sign corruption o ikalo mo nya tilingola tilibula kunte bato ye kodo nama jola la kodo ya sunya mo nyato men diata ya ke because gamenol mo manati ntolte nante unite no lante ke no la kilente nga banko la ko kele because munem UDP be kam faring ya jame bulle APS be kam faring Usenu Dabo la mol bulu mol fe doy be kam faring UDP fe GDC be kam faring NP UDP fe wala APS wala doy fe. We can never come together and fight for the benefit of the nation. Mune nyine kantola mansakunda ntala banko adwen tol dundi kam banko kono. When are we going to wake up? We have many competent people whom can be propped up. Say more Ford nole yenake multi neutral people or mele alonko. They don't care about allegiances jana. Ye bankole je. Ilafta ka bankole bondi dinko memenkono ka banko bondi akono. Those people will be interested in matters like that. No. Mbijangre UDP ko 10 2016 2017 what until the UDP to Kelanyola. APRC ko 10 2015 2016 what until the APRC to Kelanyola. GDC ko 10 in 10. DOI ko 10 in 10. When are we going to rally behind a very competent person, a unifying figure that will bring everybody together? Somebody who doesn't care about Jolas, doesn't care about Mandinkas, doesn't care about the Fullers, doesn't care about the wall of the Seres, the Sarahulas, Manjagos. All he cares about is humanity. Gambia cares about the advancement of mankind, cares about the advancement of the Republic of the Gambia, the well-being, unity, and advancement of the African continent, the African child on the continent and outside of the continent. The time is now for us to come together, put somebody who is fearless, bold, no-nonsense person, never going to be controlled by individuals, to take the mantle of leadership in the Gambia. Wa ñun Lamin Tamba su jógee pour wax tey even though lu moo wax dëgg la ni ñoo jóg rek ñu ne lu moo wax ni du dëgg because of lan seen personal interest moo fa nekk bëggu ñoo dégg lu Lamin Tamba du expose because xëj na ñoom ñoo nekk di lekka ñoom ñoo nekk si kaw affaire si taay wala si government bi ñoom ñoo fa nekk di swindle nit ñi seen millions si wala seen uncle wala seen auntie si ñoo fa nekk ñoo nekk place nguur gi so bëgguñ kenn kuy ñëw di expose seen corruption wala seen incompetence dañoo attaque Lamin Tamba even though suñu xamee ne lu Lamin Tamba di binda wala lu moo wax dëgg la dañoo jóg rek di ko xeex di wax lu kenn xamul you're lying dafa fen du dëgg few days ago dama bind ne xeexi xaalis si OIC dafa jéena si léegi tey may leen ñu 2-3 days di ngeen dégg xeex bi du tee fola si na driver saa ngi no feeñuñ driver si driver si dem nañ OIC secrétaire ñu daan gërëw foofu noonu it didn't excuse me didn't even take 1 week 3-4 weeks ago dama waxoon si forum yi Voice of Lamin Tamba 1 and Voice of Lamin Tamba 2 mayel ne OIC summit bii nii dañ koo boycott dafaa nekk comme village development committee meeting. The big wigs, the who's are who's of the OIC summit, who is who of OIC summit, duñ ñëw Gambia because xam nañ ne some preparation bi is wrong. Preparation is not ready. The summit will not be the way it was supposed to be. waxoon naa ko si suma forum bi ñaari forum yi yëpp maa ne OIC summit bi dafa fail. te soo assessé OIC summit bi lu mu demee dafa fail ba pare because OIC summit boo gisee nguur yi ñu xëccoo yafi hosting of international events like the World Cup, the Olympics, the OIC summit, the African Union, xëccoo ngir dara lu dul development bu moo indi si seen réew yi. looloo tax ñuy xëccoo pour host World Cup, African Cup of Nations, Olympics, OIC summit, African Union. looloo tax ñuy xëccoo nekkul ne dañoo bëgg nit ñi ñuy ñëw rek toog rek gaay waxtaan wax seen wax ba pare ñu tasaaro. loolu taxut countries yi ñuy xëccoo yëfi international events. dañoo xëccoo because most of these international events yi dañ dee indi a lot of benefits to the country. daf dee indi development, daf dee boost business, daf dee boost travel and tourism. dangaa gis loo xam ne after the event dafa am legacy. Come AU Villas yu nekk Bruce B, Brufut ends is the legacy of the AU. The dual carriageway from Airport Johnson all the way to Westfield and the other connecting roads, legacy of the AU. A lot of things largest in the Gambia today is the legacy of the AU. Expansion of rural electricity, rural internet connection, rural water supply. It was because of the AU summit, and the AU is not as wealthy as the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, OIC. Nekkuñ benn sax. OIC is way better. The members are far wealthier. Gis nga summit bii nii su doon président Jammeh moo nekk président ba tey. Yeah? su doon président Jammeh moo nekkoon président Gambia ba 2019 di kon dañ daan gis yenn façon development in Gambia yuñ mësut a gis dañ daan gis by July 2019 because all the development ak dual carriage bi nga gis nii dafa waroon a rafet 10 times more than li nga gis léegi nii. dinañ daan am hotel brand new 102. nañ daan am all the other 20 connecting roads would have been complete by July 2019. su ko defee ñu door preparations for the OIC summit. The OIC summit dañ ko scheduloon for November 2019. dina doon happen waaye gis nga yàlla lum dee def léegoo léegi you plan, you have your own plans and God has his own plans. President Jammeh mu jewta fekkee 2019 in power mu bàyyi dem yoonam. Adama Barrow nguuram gi ñu postpone ko 2019 because dara doorutoon in 2019. then jël nañu seen xaalis tasaare ko. 2020 ñu postpone ko, 2021 postpone, 2022 postpone, 2023 postpone, 2024 5 years later mënuñoo complete benn project sax bu am association of, well actually no, to be honest jeexal nañ VVIP land bi. Yes, sorry, my bad, that's my mistake. VVIP land bi looks complete and it looks nice. Yeah, that's just about it. At the airport, the airport renovation fu ñu waxoon ne $14 million lañ fa spend. Then pare renovation in airport bi rek toogu yi door di daajeeku, conveyor belts yi doxuñ, airport door di flood. Kenn xamut fan lañ dugal $14 million boobu noonu. Few weeks later seen contractor bi jéena si mu ne actually luñ spend on si airport bi is $31 million lañ spend on si renovation airport. Ni ñu naan oh my god, $31 million. Where did they spend that $31 million? Because the airport was flooding, conveyor belts were breaking down, the seats were breaking down, the airport didn't have any air conditioning system. People were getting baked inside of the airport terminal waiting areas. The boarding zone, people were getting baked. Checking in and out, people were getting baked. Fan la guy dugal $31 million yooyu noonu. That didn't include the airport VIP lounge. It didn't even come into the frame at that point. Ñu jël ñi seen xaalis séedoo ko. And we are supposed to be happy with that. I'm not happy with that. You shouldn't be happy with that. You should be enraged. You should be extremely angry. about what's going on right now. The drivers, feeñu drivers yi, feeñu security officers yi, benn newspaper si buñ bindoon ne our security officers at the airport lekkuñ depuis suba 7 o'clock si suba ba boori 4-5 p.m. lekkuñ si la gaay dajale seen bagage yi seen moros yi rek yóbbu ko si airport bi si saasi pour dem jox leen lu ñoo lekka. Why should people work like that? Why do we have to react to stuff rather than be on the front foot? Feeñu leen seen advance payment, drivers yi ñu ngi ni joxuñ leen seen outfits. In fact, maa ngi dégg ne contracts yu ñu jox drivers yi binduñ fa dara si contracts in terms of pay lu ñu naa fay. How can a government operate like that? Forget about the drivers accepting what they don't know. Because legi so nekkee si dëkk bu mel ni Gambia boo xam ne employment amut so offer nit ki dara daf dee kiin daf dee sawar pour jël loo ko offer. So legi nit ñi dañ dee ragala laajte questions because so laajte questions rek ñu jéene la ñu bañ laa jox contract bi. So drivers yi, I know the situation buñ find seen boppa dañ offer drivers yi contract without mentioning ñaata la ñoo fay gaay. How can you do that as a government? Government has got its fees and charges. Tey jii nii man suma liggéeykaay bi man doon work on the fees and charges of the department. In 2022 bu ma jëloon leadership of the team managing the environmental protection department, dama jël suma budget bi work out budget bi naka la mel, ma work out personnel naka la mel, ma work out the controllables and uncontrollables naka la mel, ma streamline team bi, get rid of all the temporary contracts, I employed people permanent, must save suma department about 100 and something thousand pounds. You promote my nekk acting head of service legi. Just tay ñu ma yónnee a very good email. You know ma, thank you very much for doing this for the 5 departments because I'm looking for 5 different looking after 5 different departments legi. My streamline could save 9,000 pounds to demaguñ fen because the financial year just started last month, April. Nyingi May must save my entire department 5 sections, 9,000 pounds. By the time we get to next year, this time I would save them a lot of money again by being more efficient. Because government don't wanna offer dara. In fact, balanga advertise dara. Hamga nyata nga fay ni. Nyata la ñoo am. What you gonna put in it? You know, you have job descriptions. You have the pay scale. Boy fay nit ki a range. Sometimes it's a range. Okay, nit ki dafa am 10 years experience, ki 1 year experience la am. Ñepp a ngi amee the same qualifications. Ko am 10-year experience, maybe will get paid a little bit more than ko am 1 year experience. So then they am salary band, maybe grade 1 to grade 4 for this job, grade 4 to grade 7 for this job. That's how you do it. You can't offer drivers a job. You can't offer security personnel a job. How can you offer somebody something you don't know? But because nini in the Gambia, amuñ liggéey, be pare dañ dee ragal a complain, so complain because koto yi dañ bon torop, so complain rek ñu jéene la. Onjabe ka sankana ka jupa wala nu ninglor fam pankone su problème si jupa ko baka preni do the driving the list of drivers, that's it, you lost your employment because you dared to question, to ask questions as to how much am I gonna get paid for how many days of work, for what hours of work. Bo laajte ñu ne kii dafa bëri problème ñu jéene ko ñu prenalo nga bondi ala problème o siatale nte doko di la ka questionol ñenen ka bakele wa ite la problème o siatale man ka ni me hakilo to be bondi la jang. That's why some of these people agreed, because sometimes it's not even the pay alone, because danga buka am sa CV on your employment record there, man, I was part of the drivers of the OIC summit delegates. I drove the King of Saudi. I drove the Crown Prince of Saudi. Erdogan's, it's unlikely you'll be drivers of Erdogan because Erdogan will have his security details. Most of them, then they am send own personal drivers and security detail. But at least, so they don't talk send motosa to secure it, to drive them from A to B without going anywhere, exposing them. Munga ko binda sa CV ngalne, I was a delegate driver during the OIC summit. I was a delegate driver during the AU summit. People were very keen to take up the jobs without even asking questions. But as a government, as an institution, you have to have the job description, pay band, working hours, what conditions these people had to fulfill during their terms of employment, even if it's 1 week. You can tell them, okay, you get paid $1,500 a day, or you get paid $1,500 a week, whatever it is. And then you'll be working every week from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. Or you'll be working every week from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. All right? And this is the pay so that people know from the beginning. If they can negotiate pay, I still negotiate pay with the people I employ. Last week, I interviewed 2 candidates to fill 2 vacant, 5 candidates to fill 2 vacant positions. Last year, I interviewed several candidates to fill other vacant positions and got rid of temporary contracts. You give them a salary range. Sometimes you offer them after they've impressed in the interview. I'll pay you this much. No, I think I'm worth more than that because of XYZ. I got qualification XYZ. I got work experience XYZ. Plus, where I'm working now, I'm getting paid this much anyway. So what's the motivation for me to leave and go to your company? And then you go up probably a spinal column. Or maybe you even have to go up a grade. That's how you run an institution. Don't employ it. In fact, before you advertise the job, you've already costed the job. You've put out a job requisition. And the job requisition will talk about, the job description will talk about the pay, the kind of individual you're looking for, the qualification, minimum qualifications, and stuff like that. Hangaluta kotoy def lulu, offering contracts without anything written on it, because exactly the same thing the security personnel low la ñoo face ni, because then call kotoy ñu ne ñun jotuñ suñu advance payment, jotuñ suñu payment after the summit. Lu xew ñu ne well no, liggéey bi amut fay sax, after telling these people that danga la na fay because of the additional duties lu ñoo render to the nation during the OIC summit. You know, this is a sacrifice for the country, amut fay. How can you act like that? Bepare, these people have already got money. The Ministry of Finance allocate na Halisby for payment of security personnel and payment of the drivers. Can more jail Halis in the Poseko? Who's taking? Because that's what they do. Somebody's taking people's money and pocketing it. Lola guy neka the deaf, and this is the problem. The money's already been allocated and disbursed. Somebody's taking the money and trying their luck to see whether there'll be a protest. Protest so amut jel halis in kauko. Everybody, people are corrupt in broad daylight. In the judiciary, drug law enforcement agency, in the police force, president's office, GRA, GPA, fisheries, NAWEC, local government and lands. Wherever you look at Adama Barrow's government right now, there's abject failure. Ana halisi dravasi, ana halisi security forces, kodole. Adama Barrow nala mol kodole. Ministry of Finance ya disbursement because kodonyin ka kenyamen, somitonin, contractor sol the melka funding in the wala ka kodo control. Na ko okay 40 more tan nani fele wala bekela drive volte. Mbe jola nangam lela yo kodo bondi ya diala pour ka drive jo jumale kodo ta elaka. Altata IMF kodi don tola kotek. Yeah, them nang de pour jail bor what from the IMF 89 million US dollars for what? Ministry of Agriculture is taking another sum of money after losing $200 million last year. And they lie to Gambian people constantly. This is a grant. This is a grant. Tubab Mola Johal is free. Tubab Abdullah Johal is free, my friend. They're giving you for a reason. Yeah, there's no such thing as free lunches anymore. People don't give you money for free anymore. This is what's going on right now, brothers and sisters. But anyway, that's the OIC summit scandal. But when I wrote it, they said, oh, Lamin Tamba is lying. He's lying the security personnel weren't paid. When I wrote the security personnel were not fed at the airport, they said he was lying. Then an hour or so later, all the other Gambian media outlets started reporting and I said, oh, okay, he's telling the truth. And I said, very soon you'll hear fights about the OIC money. I wrote that 2 days ago. And I even wrote that on my Mr. Lamin Tamba page on Facebook this morning, that the fights over OIC is about to explode. 2, 3, 4 hours later, I heard that the drivers were protesting at OIC Secretariat. Now the army and the police and immigration officers, senior officers are saying, oh, you're not going to get paid after all. After telling these people that they're going to get paid, they sacrifice their social life, they sacrifice their family life, you buy and care them duties, them training, them duties, actually, fair to because amuñ xaalis lii danga ko sacrifice pour sa dëkk bi fekk ñoom jox nañ leen xaalis ñu posé ko lépp dina génn say, driver started. It's the drivers that started now. You wait, you'll hear all of it. It's all going to come out. It's going to boomerang. It's backfiring already because I wrote this. They say, oh, Lamin Tamba de Fafen. Security forces si fay nañ Lamin Tamba de Fafen. Security forces si jox nañ leen lu ñoo lekk. Ah, yooyu de ko paalam ko jamaata ko paalam ko Gambia na. Yeah, Mofometi Adama Barrow. There's no government worse than this in Gambia's history. At least the ones I witnessed. Yes, I was little in Jawara's administration. There's lots of corruption, rampant, and discrimination, marginalization. Then we improved from 1994 to 2016. And we're back again. Same old stuff. Corruption in broad daylight and nobody takes action. I'm not saying there'll be corruption, a nation that is totally free from corruption. But when it becomes blatant, broad daylight, obvious as it is with the OIC summit, it is the president and his government's responsibility to take punitive action, instigate criminal investigations, and deal with individuals that are involved in the embezzlement of public funds. But under Adama Barrow, it's going to be the same old. The NPP rule book is you can steal as much as you want from the taxpayers as long as you give us a cut. That's the NPP rule book. Feel free to steal from the taxpayers. Just give us a cut. We, the NPP officials, give us cuts and your job is safe. But if you steal $10, just $10 from NPP's coffers, not the government, from NPP party's coffers, you'll not spend the week in office. You'll be gone. You can steal $300 million US from Gambia government. No problems. Just give us a cut. That's what they're doing. The Drug Law Enforcement Agency and the drug dealers, that's why they have not successfully convicted any of the cocaine, heroin, and kush dealers in the Gambia. Oh, there's not sufficient evidence. Oh, we can't find Bantaketa. There's no sufficient evidence to pin the alleged drug dealer. So we can't continue with the prosecution. They undermine cases in courts. And then the courts too and their personnel, when they bring the evidence, the exhibits to court for safe storage, the drugs go missing in our law courts as well. Money is going missing in our law courts. Drugs are going missing in our law courts. What is working in our country? If the law courts and the police, the enforcers, the adjudicators are also part of the embezzlement, the criminality, what chance has the state got? What chance has the average, the individual got? Brothers and sisters, what chance? So now, Barrow government says, the OIC summit is successful. What do you call successful when 90% of the delegates didn't turn up? The bigwigs. There was no razzmatazz. We lost out massively. We went to Mauritania to hire the vehicles. Yeah? Sorry. TikTok was giving me a verification check. Sorry. We went to Mauritania to hire vehicles. We went to Senegal to hire buses and drivers and their vehicle drivers. We went to Egypt to get a road sweeper, a road cleaning machine. Yeah? Because Gambia cannot provide anything for itself since Adama Barrow came to power. Everything has been sourced through Senegal. Our electricity is from Senegal now entirely with car power. Our telecommunications is via Senegal now entirely. Security via Senegal. Fisheries via Senegal. Adama Barrow's bodyguards are Senegalese citizens. You name anything in the Gambia, any of the sectors now, probably dominated by Senegal or some other entity. As long as Adama Barrow and his people's pockets are full, they don't care about Gambian jobs for Gambian citizens. Yeah. So the OIC managing director or CEO said, "Oh, the Radisson Blue Hotel is not going to be uh, uh, built anymore. It's not part of the OIC project. Where's the 100 million gone then?" The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mohamedou Tangara, said, "Yes, it's true that the Mauritanian delegation got stolen from. Their laptops and mobile phones were stolen by thieves. A security lapse from the government of Adam Barrow. But that's new. It's nothing new. Even Adam Barrow's chief of protocol said he was robbed while driving his own vehicle. That's the state of our security in the Gambia right now. He said while he was driving in his vehicle, somebody got into his vehicle and stole his bag with laptop and valuables in it. His chief of protocol. The Mauritanian delegation, as soon as they landed in the Gambia and got to their accommodation, the thieves were waiting. Where was security? They stole their mobile phones and laptops, totally ruining the reputation of the country. The OIC summit. By what indicator is the OIC summit? Just because 7 heads of states turned up out of 57? Just because they sat down and ate and spoke in peace and finished in peace, you call that success? When none of the infrastructural projects is complete apart from the International Conference Center. Even the International Conference Center, they couldn't fence properly. The fence that it was supposed to have, it didn't have. They totally ruined every single thing that was supposed to be a massive investment opportunity for the Gambian population. Fango fe nyanta nala nung Gambia dingol nyanta ifam munafala mena ya beleta ya tinya. Investment on ten, motol ten, bungol ten, silol ten. Imam fen na dada ya beta ya talantalang indambangol ten. Abe fundila na mo beba mo ilale. Because nintenga sa fe ka folo ka be fani afola. But a fundita na drive all tatale gera okebi. Soldaro ning immigration and police all hanibi ima wol jo folon kadia male nyame an be alansaro wato le to sign b yeah ima wol jo follow. Sorry, somebody was trying to call me. Mbijang hani sign ima wol jo. So mona be here in Gambia, what else is going on? Ntolbe kala nyaadi le na banko be kala nyaadi le. The same Adama Barrow la man sokondade ni la kuriya dati menna wato menare ntol funtita nan kadiyama rafa he mbe president jame sambala janni jana but Adama Barrow ya lonna ko Gambia la constitution o ama allow pour commission ol yellow president ka president o kisi Adama Barrow fango janka burungala election petition o challenge election o results o challenge 2021 a borita le constitution o the same section 69 member president Jawara project kang ako mansa keo membe je wala mansa muso membe nje momo keta mansoti membe nje ay menke ala mansa ya watoto aning ama menke ala mansa ya watoto commissioner manyanna kesikesela commissioner manyanna lola menyanta kesikesela section 69 of the 1997 constitution of the Gambia I all for commissioner manyanna lola to investigate a former head of state or a serving head of state. In addition, yeah, Wokang na constitution of Ananko in schedule 2, paragraph 13, so paragraphs 1 to 5. And that section is entrenched. Yeah, Nico entrenched walam constitution ola dula meria lonko. Ita falling nola, tara imam falling the Rosamba, Jamakang, the public. Gambia bekan ka fueko, lafta kanyin na falling, fal sontara, falman songala via a referendum. Woto ite wo change nola deputy bongoto parliament auto ite entrenched clauses all change nola is a change nola only via referendum. Schedule 2 paragraph 13 sub paragraphs 1 to 5 of 1997 constitution of the Gambia ako fengo feng soldar mansakunda 22 July 1994 kata 31st of December 1996 fengo feng military mansakunda menko watola commissioner manyanna lola commissioner member ko jane commissioner of inquiry wala TRRC Truth Reconciliation and Reparation Commission amanyanna lola kamansa keola kuo kise constitutional e wala fo and constitutional and Gambia la buku bati buku dota e santo fengo fenyanta kela Gambia anyanta kela constitutional kono wala constitutional koto nanin constitutional e nyo sabadulad la e walita dulad la constitutional la sembo le waratati bar adama baro na la mol surahata jane ami ben suda lamin sise esa fal ya lonne ko anga esa fal moy ngol ko na be diamo la kacho ya lonne 1997 constitutional e menfo ako manso e menke abe mansa ala wato menna anin ama menke acts or omissions abe mansa ala wato menna commissioner member ko jane commission of inquiry wala commissioner member ko TRC truth reconciliation and reparation commission amanya na lola ka mansa ko kisiki se modol kisiki bare te manso nyi membe no je ay menke anin ama menke ita kisiki nola militaire mansa kunda me menu je 1994 kata 1996 ita wol fanan kisi nola president Jawara ita kisi nola president Jame ita kisi nola president Adama Barrow ita kisi nola 1997 constitution no wala fo under section 69 I wala fo in schedule 2 paragraph 13 so paragraphs 1 to 5 entrenched Adama Barrow nala mansa kunda nala loyal ya lonne ko nyine be kere bara diata itolle sembobe itolle bul sign pour ka constitution ta ka tinya and batambe du membe no nje anin baba gale jalo melbe no executive secretary of the TRRC something like that CEO of the TRRC iko momo e constitution la kumo bay ka boyndi amari a jaritale pour moli wuli ka mari bondi manseato yola fono nyande ha batambe du ko niaje attempt jama keta pour ka president jame bondi je because among constitutional le noma mone keta momo lafta kanaka nyapi gambia kan wala president jame kan ye muta ye kosi ye soron iko manya nakela balo kante me wandi dingol muta janga e kanol kuntu wandi dim woro fo worola iko mo manya na o damfula fo ya damfule ban fo ma damfu ban mo malon bore ko mo kana o damfu mo me wandi dingol muta e kanol kuntu jang 1996 iko mo kana o damfu momo e damfu ama kayo nyama ibe wandi kodota namo jolala kodota ka balo kanto compensate because of mo de damfu tilimbali ya sifa be Adama Barrow la mansa kunda kon yeah fine ngamen fo no wole bije mansa kunda e menje aka tinyaro kele dulato because sometimes aka happen le accidentally sometimes deliberately but mansa kewo ma faale ko altali yake molle kawli tilimbali yaka ngeta e la bara jawol ke wati dol alko alkata hybrid court le dada because of moneketa Gambia law book hani kilintije Mr. President Jame kitini no Gambia and Adama Barrow ibe dinko sinkan itele nata yesembodi nyi molla because Adama Barrow le lota jang presidential campaign wato ako atele jane commissioner law atele TRC law and Adama Barrow ya lon ne ko constitutional man song pour ka commissioner law against the ex-head of state wale be Jawara makoy kan because Jawara la man sakunda men 1981 anin kana for 1993 mo dolbi je asikeno wala fitalun ka samba loi nyateli ngola pour ka foy ko yente fama faale no 1981 yente fama torande no yemo jamale mende karasino la ka mol kosi jang 1981 ke normal la kunkol to ke kosi ke muta ke samba wolse wulino le tag masakunda to ya foko yente fana na family nakari jande 1981 be Jawara le sambala kiti bundat no na constitutional la tinna wobuka sotono ite okay no la but Adama Barrow ye wolonje ala moli ye lonje ye wolonje itata ka molla mansa constitutional ta ka tinya two provisions insulating Melia Mansa Keol Sansang two provisions section 69 and in schedule 2 paragraph 13 so paragraphs 1 to 5 alta gambe constitutional ayakara nalma lantela because ikawoleke ikafle he lamen tamba be faniala ima lantela bore abuka me akafunti nanne mobile aje ibuka murna ya fuko lamen tamba he haketunye malon nun ko be men fokan nun toñalam sorry de no wati kote nin nata nin diamata wala nga safero heabe fani ala ate mela lun dantan ron lokun dantan kali dantan e kaje la funtina adama baro na ala molbe tinyaro men na gambe dindingo gambe mol nimma wuli jitota ja suñ jogut ñu nekk benn ñu am unity si suñ opposition yi u jawta kana ja dokon o kanta ja dokon mu tika fet mofom adama baro wala npp in their current setup ku jawja yo o kana yo ka gagné date 2026 panuria endade mofom de mbe banko domala jan nin sita jam fo adama baro wala npp momo lota npp a gagné ta jam 2026 mbe banko domalal hankay mbe banko domalal wote bayla yalan banko be takan dame we already in massive physical deficit na mansakunda be men spend kam $42 billion a year gambela mansakunda ka kodo men soto is $15 billion a year. Neo Conte, we're spending more than 3 times more than Nkamendoku. Masakunda Kamendoku, ntol kamen depends, wala warata Masakunda ka kudo mendoku sinya saba. 3 times. Massive deficit. Wokang, Julo Membentolye Nimbantela Banko tema is $111 billion. Mbeo jono la nyadi la. Jumala boy jola. Banko be colliering, coal be candiring, coal be deterring. Within 6 years, Adam Barrow defa jël 70 billion, 75 billion yoka ko suñu external debt. Wow. Debt loan is not bad. Loans are not bad. Debt ayut sude bor bi nga jël ni dañoo gis saanam bi ne dang ko spend ci kaw nit yi. Waaye léegi nii lu ma wax ni si jamono ji ni our children are sitting on the floor to go to school. My own local school in Jabang, West Coast region, Jabang. Niña nge contribute ku nekk $200 ñu nge flop $200 pour ñu mëna jënd togu ñu ñoo toog pour jàng in Jabang downtown Gambia. Jabang du deki ala deki kaw no, it's in downtown Gambia. People contributing $200 each pour ñu mëna jënd togu ak ay table. Niña nge yóbbu table ak togu to school again comme lu melon time PPP. You take your own stool and your chair to go to school to get educated. That's what was happening before 1994. The AFPRC and APRC government eradicated that. As soon as President Jammeh left, all those pieces of furniture broke and they didn't replace them. They didn't repair them, they didn't replace them. This is 2024 and Gambian children are sitting on the bare floor, dirty floor, to be able to learn. There can be them fan. Every sector board said, every single sector. Munge fail. We're going backwards. Tourism dead. Unemployment has gone sky high. Crime rates through the roof. But every time something is coming to the government, come when I'm on that ferry scandal. You know, oh, then you're them parliament pour pass bill, pour prosecute Jammeh. Hana hybrid court, more jena am dole constitution in Gambia. Foko establish the hybrid court. Then I change constitution. Because constitution in Gambia been done a bem ler nine, which the Gambian law courts are. The hierarchy of the Gambian law courts, the legal system set up in the Gambia, starting from the Supreme Court and Appeals Court, down to the High Court, down to the Magistrates Courts and County Courts and Cadi Courts. So, hybrid court being established on Gambian soil. Based on what law? Ban law mola jo dole pour establish hybrid court be. Oh, because of ferry scandal be, everything was going, taking ferry terminal be from Banjul Bara can cross at it. Then delluwaat be history buñ daan wax nit ñi tam boobu nit ñi daan crossé Kerewan Bridge in North Bank region. Nit ñi dañ daan piggyback, dañ daan bootante pour cross géej Kerewan bi in PPP days. President Jammeh bu ñëwee that was his first project, North Bank Highway and the bridging of Kerewan Bridge. President Jammeh boobu la defoon first project am Kerewan Bridge. Mu ngi nii Banjul Bara léegi the same thing la ñoo def dañoo bootante. Amen. Come on. We change for the better. We don't change for the worse. And we need to get ready to change for the better in 2026. We need somebody who's no nonsense, knows what's going on, has run an institution before, is fearless, is going to be straight, and is ready to take on the evil mafia that's got Gambia in their grip right now. They have Gambia in their grasp. If we do not wake up, stand up, and fight the corruption that's taking place in the Gambia, and we allow Adama Barrow or his current NPP setup to continue the administration of our republic, I'm telling you this, we'll get to a point where all of you will remember me one day and think, somebody said this before. It's going to get bad. You saw what happened to Sri Lanka last year. It's happening in Argentina now. It's happening in many other countries now because of mismanagement from their administrations. That's what's happening. Mismanagement. All it takes is one idiot to take power, and all the previous advancement gets scuppered. That's all it takes. If you have no intention of working for your people, please do not run for public office. I beg. Now they want to set a hybrid court to prosecute President Jammeh. Oh, and these deluded people, fogna den dof or something. I don't know. How is Gambia going to put pressure on Equatorial Guinea to release President Jammeh? Even if President Jammeh comes to the Gambia today, under the constitutional provisions, even send Bossy to Babi Dan worship. Yeah? Tubaab yu ñu worship tubaab bi wax nañ under the current legislative framework in the Gambia, the laws of the Gambia don't mën a prosecute President Jammeh seen own tubaab boobu noonu ku tooy ki Reed Brody kuñ daan indi Gambia wax nañ leen leer ba mu leer nañ in the media mu ne leen ne under the current laws of the Gambia mënu leen a prosecute President Jammeh because constitution bi daf ka insulate. Looloo tax ñu try on pour change constitution bi in 2020 ñu fail. Because then we're going to change constitution for prosecute President Jammeh. A lot of these people in Barrow government or in the UDP government, they've committed crimes before that they could be prosecuted for. Adama Barrow, you're setting a dangerous precedent. You're ignoring the constitution to set commissions against President Jammeh. You allow the hybrid court, at least the legislation, to be passed to establish a hybrid court in the Gambia without amending constitutional provisions. Barrow, you'll be out of power very soon. There'll be no need to put pressure on any other country to sit you before the hybrid court and put you in jail, Adama Barrow. The ball is in your court. You're ignoring the immunity clauses in our constitution that are set to protect the former presidents and serving presidents. Kabrunga Adama Barrow election results all challenged in 2021. Aborita ala loyal ko ha Adama Barrow immunity sotole under section 69. But section 69 and in schedule 2, follow ko election petitions are not part of the immunity. So that's fine. People can challenge election results. Adama Barrow la loyal sontawala in atala objection ning under section 69 in ata obondi. So Adama Barrow ya lone akweta male peng ala loyal ya long ala mansakunda moli ya long ko section 69 of the 1997 constitution. And in Schedule 2, paragraph 13, subparagraphs 1 to 5, ya lone ko ibe constitution of the purka mansa sansang. Ay menke aning ama menke kabarabe mansa ala wato men. But Adama Barrow ye nyaka sigo provisional la because munem sembo batele bulu bi woto men diata e abe wala tamandla against na constitution na manfo ka President Jammeh noma. Sa hybrid court dada hybrid court manteranto la constitution auto constitution o man songala constitution o man som fen na banko kan amanya na tamala injera go jat banko kananya too just to distract people from the ferry terminal scandal, the broken down ferry. Oh, President Jammeh this Basiru Jomai and Pastef's win, Macky Sall's departure. You're calling Mbuku Macky Sall mana jawnya di Basiru Jomai di Ousmane Sonko man ko wini ñak Senegal. Do kole ni ñaku koli man ko ñaku manjit bu ko te be kan mo kan di ku itom ha wuli be kaji tum President Jammeh kiti e man ko jaw ku jiker mu kana mo la la ko dom di furunga fet mofo do ko mbam de tapale drong nonsense donc sankana ke fa jandaf fala mataf kule bo wafo waf kanti jaka gajorak jakute ka kajena ke si haja se mofo nano sani boli jare ko kila rek he woli be kajitum president jame ICC je International Criminal Court ICC kona president jame abajit wana kane tame na lo konfrungo fe mofo na la commencer yan manje erinding wang ICC koto menye sole mambe ko jit mo man ko jakko kiti ndio ba ko bobo nyaanye kunyenye subana ku fofar Ghana après nga Ghana nana pour mambe akila akiti ndi president jame ona mosum akila nama man ko kila de president jame wa ko sankene ona mosum ma president nga Ghana ku fofar Macky Sall di ku kila kula kom karadana ke kuriya yeah el kane bu laputa bro ko be bo laputa pour man ko bel ko galen president jam ko kila kon dom tare Macky Sall emite de ngarom e betu makila na pubur na mama akila fango jata nya jat Macky Sall fu ko fola fu boli boli wit hani samana si rimuto a minister la o man konen farbango o man ayo fo e Dubai ko minister ko la ka jupe ko ba man ko yo fo ko manjit wawo te be gari ka job jam fayan kula kon kare dana bu lepp de bankula kon broko ki kala di Macky Sall nya bu lan lu lan be ko kila ti fu koy bar adama baro mana yene de ko boko woke bu suno pour akila manjut adama baro pana mondu ma jawda hybrid court a yin jata te ko jumen hybrid court gambe adama baro amondu be kano kana kedo man ko sofo man ko kulo man ko fokeno de bu suno bu kila dole bay injera go jat jien manji jiker kanja president jame ko mangu mamba jaw hybrid court yole banja ko ne ha presso yang Gambia to be kane di Equatorial Guinea pambe kan mam ko kala ko langi non fana Gambia e ma Gambia pambe ngone e presso Equatorial Guinea hani ku bobo ko yatu ku presso obien da nyolo sako Gambia e bobe Gambia pambe jaw me kam presso Equatorial Guinea mam ko langi no president because Gambia ko ne ha woni mam be ka kiti ni president jam hana leñu jaat luway lepo Gambia manje pengone jitu mo mambu ko jaw ko ne be ka kiti ndakela be jay mina kilati to rela de ko Gambia loyer ma ya mo Gambia constitution wana regun TNTN kes yoni regu nyatate piot ji jaw ji ker section 69 ji jaw ji ker schedule 2 paragraph 13 sub paragraphs 1 to 5 ji fi mutanja it's in plain English. The constitution of the Gambia is not in Shakespearean language. It's in plain simple English constitutional language. Hani commission yokote wante jume jiker na wa president kamidi na wakantu na la commencer nan ko jume no nya jani commission ko jiya TRS do tuka gajor ba sumeri rek because semba ko kila ko yekene nye ba sumeri man ko kajen constitution e kana man ko beto yo man ko jumen yo mo jimos jakom ji jante no waf wan ko nya tu tapalay because Adama Barrow Macky Sall na mama Adama Barrow ferie si kanyo ayo taradan Adama Barrow OIC project FFL Barrow fangono na bibil nane akila na disappoint mam broko be OIC mam bukam memu sumuto Barrow fangara gede nane broko mam bukam menu sumuto broko bu parewot bu kanti jak ba gode ku ngara ko chabor ko kala damba kute ko yeto ko cham ko soldara ko la immigration ko police ko yeto ko chaji ko chabi ko chamuti bagore bole ko driver ko la ka jam ka tena ke delegate ko si ko chamuti ka waren ko bil Gambia ko president ngade ko mansak de kurunga ke mo fo mo kena me oasi ko bil ko ne futere gaba kep ko bile out of kanku gaba di butinken 57 heads of states and Okon is 20 if I remember my Jola counting very well and Okon is 20 kanku gaba is 40 yes kanku gaba di butinken is 15 ko bilot kon is 57 heads of states yeah Koni 57 member states, only 6 came, 7 for the sake of argument. Kumasa koni terega ba kep kubile Gambia out of kumasa koni kanku gaba di butinken di waf butinken di sigaba. Yo OIC summit ya successful le bume yo annango na juke no ne succeed si hotel sankwaren ku jumen wurungo wankwaren ko dan baje ku garate man ku bunt bukana wa ham PPP ku kanem no na pi électionnaire ringula wala wa fu mo ko ringu jaade ko bil ko garate de ko yu balen kine bayemo man ko de ha wol be karadan loptane airport e buyam wol be ka jumen airport e kiang wol be ka jumen airport e basse wol be ka jumen burungo be dobong wol be ka jumen burungo be kerewan burungo be eso na pi comme wiu PPP ku gagné électionnaire ana jukeri PPP kotem balen kine bu kila bo melam na permettre bu kotem fu jamara bilom fofu ngare enda balen kine fu isiken. Lies and deception, consistently lying to people every day. stealing people, and people know that they're stealing money from the Gambia. So what they're doing now, they're buying properties in Senegal, United States, United Kingdom, other countries. They're not buying it in Gambia. They're investing that money in Sierra Leone. They're investing that money in Nigeria and other places. They're not investing that money in the Gambia because it'll be too obvious. People will know that they're stealing money from the taxpayers. Oh, hybrid court come all distract because of money. Makisal nga boendi janen tol pan African all. Yeah, Mali fele a falinta abitaka nga nyama molbe dokola. Nise falinta abitaka nga nyama molbe dokola. Burkina Faso abe falinka nga nyama abe dokola. Senegal a falinta nyama ye doko datile. Ibebe tractol takan ka di Senegal la ka subsidy sol kodo anim fendol inyanta Senegal mako la menna ba takan gibe mako kam Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso, Chad, Senegal, Guinea, Gambia dronnam Adama Barrow ka president jamela tractol busi Senegal bulo aka faloni nga ala sareto taka di nyomin kolla nkom badi nyomin kol fango nyante mutalal nge tubi nge ke jolalte Adama Barrow bina tractol busi lante bulu asina falona ala sareto samanan kan ka dintela ka fonye ko ha nga faloni sareto samanan ka remplacer ela tractol ka nko nte jubere nyako na fa ebe dunna nambe falo na la sareto di la mba fala alfunti jang san man la fikalje alfunti san a jube Basir Joma Fay ay Senegal la kodo subsidy sol mentata ja kafule sa makisali membusibul a kafule OMVG wala electricity contract ko in Guinea membe tema afele aya yelele sa makisale o soronno aya yele asike ning gamela harje bije sang OMVG contract ko ni makisal ka men delay num ye ka nasindi pruntol se continue ka Senegal jo kurangola ninna harje bije nakata Adama Barrow nyaayele tale Gambia la dingol la ko diata ya al pareta do ko la aba fola Basir Joma Fay okay sa makisal tatale OMVG kurango nyen menyata kurango di la somala kianna Gambia la anin kombola ka kurango dinna 24/7 makisal ka nasindi jang ka kol murindi koma atata le sang nga kata OMVG project on nying sang ay na Guinea Bissau ay na Gambia ay na Senegal fele yetani Guinea Conakry yele ay letale Basir Joma Fay yale makisal be non ala kalanta yala nin tilimbal yala ay wol sorom makisal ke Senegal Senegal la kodota aya kuntu Basir Joma Fay ning Ousmane Sonko nata ye o bondige say kodo kafu men nyanta tala Senegal ya makisal nata janka falol ta nin saretol kadim baken kolla ako ha alafta kawalle mako e pour nyato tala falona ala sareto amanta tractor di la de amanta motodol di la de pour que la senoni la a doku kunyal sonandi no ay faloni la saretol di la Adama Barrow fanang yewole jako mbatu nga faloni saretol di nyomin kola because nyomin kol yalo etol hamol e kawaro la mbadin sererol sanaw yakama it should not happen sanaw yakola it should not happen we should not accept it nim Barrow nata lungo menna anala NPP iko ka dulin kaba kilin na sambay nang anin jaba sinding samana anin mani bota killing ala fo ko hane mbatalal de bante carte di lela because of nying wala yata ye nyaka sal because banku kodo e kawla sunya kata kana kato sang ka carte sangal bola fine ala ta la kodo le ning election wato sita an election obina kan kote mbal danika ala nyaka si nying jaba sindingo e kamendiala anin dulin kabandingi kamandila anay mani boti killing kamandila nale o domo lokum killing lokum fula ay bang tak ay kalia kolia koti for the next 4 years and 11 months nkana songala nga mansa kunda jube anin candidate o meya lonko na nata ase fengo samba na banko kang mense kolia kol bondin tol kang forever employment o e kafu business investment e kafu seno e kafu banko e euro banko e ta nyato tanko e soto jaralo e soto karango e soto nyeo se soto subo se soto mol se la jata kendia soto anila ni kendia soto niore seo nganyina jumalem UDP ti nganyina jumalem APRC ti nganyina jumalem GDC ti nganyina jumalem doyti nin 2026 fotata nan nga jube candidate jumale se Gambia sambano nyato aman soto nyimu jolale timbina wala fasala nyimu mannin ko timbina wala fasala nyimu fulote nyim fa yalla la harje be damen mo men botanan si koten wala be la harje sambala nan wati do mo men membi menni tebe si kilingoto wo ke nyaka si talabu kete fango nafa kata mo si koten ne nafa amanya na kila no nyama because ni be mansato mo be bankola regional be bankola siol be inyanta hatila wala la pour ka mo be bonde bata kono biya be damen Gambia be ko do mekkanne Adama Barrow ko do men diala from 2017 to be e ma ko do di president Jammeh la 22 years o beto bara president Jammeh men doku Adama Barrow ma o doku no Adama Barrow hani bi abe nganya kan OIC summit o men na president Jammeh la o sabu Gambia atele a bid ay bido win OIC summit o nyanta kala no 2019 November nen dun nim president Jammeh la be mansiala o wato mbela sila sifa jela non be bung sifa jela non Gambia abe kala non nene ma jolet and wo bungol better lambulle for the next 100-200 years ika fome ko legacy after the events warat na mol kanyo saba ka, international events or ka host because aka nafa dila ka business o tamandile aka tourism tamandile banning event of anata molka ifan munafale after event all there's legacy projects that you can attribute to the development related to the event. Sorry, the light is affecting my screen. Hold on. Okay, sorry, light on you affect no. Okay, so anyway, it's not that one. All right, so you be caring. Mbari Musul, Mbari Keol, Gambians, compatriots, fellow countrymen. Yo video jam fata bakele bi, mbokala fika video jam fande bake. Bonga nyine sotali bi, odu ne baju me jat, njomani lao ko palon ko jamata, ko palon ko Gambia, ko palon ko Senegalese. Ano sanan manye no baba interest yati Gambia. Ji sanken ko Gambia na manu regali meti. Jata mi Gambia lilit. Senegal kanako kuman ku yitoe. Kunyila ke Senegal ku yito manko kantare futi ka fe Senegal manko pure num kumpo ya yala kontono yankone makisal na mama hajala ka kaje na kana la kom Gambia keko jupo e buje kunyila ke ku Gambia na disi drone sole kunyila ke fonyi de ku yakku buj man sakunda Adama Barrow yo men la ko men yin me jiker tima do ku kala fanga ko rambene tima do nya dot bo balem kola e buje kunyila ke fonyi yankola ko di drone fonyi de Casamas mete a buj mansumi yeah kwa yahi si draw si pimbenes banku buji just because they can tima bugala bukila bobu bamban nyake bara bugala bari no mbo mi be Gambia nyake de bugala bukila fo yitade 2026 budget lanyo umwa mani umwa jola umwa fule umwa manjak no jijikera candidate nan manje pana puren Gambia de bugala Gambia puja bugala bulatu puyolo manta mani manta fule manta sere manta manjak manta serole. It doesn't matter manta sere, it doesn't matter. E pour jabu gala bula tuota albe pour gala. And if I now President Jama lenyu jama na njebe jum kota awinja emete harjo na line beto. Abiltija anasana nu jume na ale wala anasana jume, we put them forward. We all come together as opposition parties. Nu lukana dokon. Kanta jamo. Panuria endade bukura gemeno. Manganaso erabange. Puria yod le baide. Gambe be cannot have problem because buku uneo ankomba mangare sisuke setting is too much. Uneo u affect the credit rating yemo form. It affect inflation yemo form. Jijikera candidate an manje de pana jum mofom. Mofom mu purja te fati mu ito ja fatia. Mu purja re busunok. Mu nafairi anwokon, mu nafairi siokon, mu nafairi region yokon epan yokon. Kana tuke mofom kote beka benefit do. Woto you wonora from 2026 yobo e bile jita mukana dokon mangale na nyan suma mbokki Gambian si good audio be good enough, video be good enough, YouTube live, TikTok live, tell the 8th of May 2024, Wednesday. So good and interrupt mangion see video be almost like 1 hour 40 minutes. To usually them are some video see short and snappy, straight to the point. Them are yaga see video see since last year. Them are buga explain ben a topic, my see. And then I come back again and explain one topic and finish it. But today there are serious things happening in the Gambia and they had to be discussed. All right. I will come back again when I have something important to discuss with you guys and when I get the chance. So it's likely I'll not be on social media at all until next week because I've got stuff to do. I got work and I'm traveling as well. So I will not be here that much, but don't panic. If you don't see me for the next week, 2 weeks, 3 months, something, as long as I'm fit, healthy, it's not because I don't want to talk to you guys. It's because I am preoccupied or busy on something else. All right. Thank you very much for tuning in. My compatriots, Gambian citizens, ladies and gentlemen, I bring this TikTok live and YouTube live to a close. Share this video, share the message. We should all echo these messages of unity between ourselves, between Gambian people. We'll come together, forge ahead, remove this man from power, and salvage what's left of our country. We have to do that now because I don't even know where Gambia's oil and gas is right now. There are rumors that that ship that's parked at sea is not just generating electricity for the Gambia, but it's also extracting Gambian oil. But I do not have information on that. If I do get information on that, I'll let you know. I'm following the leads. One day we'll find out. But for now, have a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you all for the time you dedicate to come and listen to me every single time I come live. I love you all. One love Gambia, one love people, one love mankind, Pan-Africanism, nationalism. We can do it by ourselves. We have to be prepared to suffer a little bit of pain if we want to elevate ourselves to better heights in future. So therefore, have a very good evening, every one of you. Thank you. Bye.